6:15 right now as we continue to see small businesses start to reopen. Many of them are trying new ways to make up for lost time.
Joining us by the phone this morning is Shoals Chamber President Caitlin Holland. Caitlin, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So we're wrapping up the first full weekend of the amended Safer at Home order. What are you hearing as far as the weekend? How did it go for small businesses and restaurants out in the Shoals?
We're hearing good things. I will say, I think that there are still several of our restaurants in particular that have decided to remain takeout only, curbside, just because they were concerned about implementing the safety precautions that Governor Ivey spoke about last week. And so they wanted to just be absolutely certain that their restaurants were a place that individuals felt safe and secure eating a meal. And so they took that extra time, and I think this week will actually be a huge opportunity for the citizens of the Shoals to re-enter those restaurants that they may not have had an opportunity to eat in for several weeks.
What are you expecting to see? More of a blend, more takeout, yes, curbside, yes, but also starting to slowly allow more people to come inside?
Absolutely, yes. I think that, there's a lot of people that are ready to reacclimate, get back into what seems like a new normal. And I think the restaurants and the retail are perfectly happy to go along with that with them. They're ready to do that as well. Certainly the servers, those that may not have been working for these several weeks as they were accustomed. And so I do expect a blend because there are still some people here, especially with the spike in neighboring Franklin County, that are still not quite comfortable with that. And so I know that everyone is going to try to accommodate whatever it is that the citizens of the Shoals feel most comfortable doing.
How do you overcome, Caitlin, a potential challenge, and that being that, one, there are people that are probably concerned to go back to work, and two, unemployment is paying them pretty decently. So what do you say to that?
That is going to be an issue going forward. We are working with our larger employers specifically about, that issue, that hurdle. It's difficult when you're asking people to come back to work knowing that they're making more money on unemployment. But I think that you have to encourage those businesses. Don't feel guilty making that ask, because in the long run, a job is of incredible importance, and the benefits sometimes that go along with that. But keeping in mind that unemployment will not last forever, especially that additional amount. This is a temporary fix, and a job, like I said, is so much more important. And the hope that those individuals will recognize that and have the willingness to come back. And communication is going to be important in the next few weeks, making sure that they understand how important it is that they get back to work so that the economy can move forward for our community.
Also moving forward, we know the Chamber is very instrumental in bringing in new businesses to the area. How do you attract new businesses? You may have people on the fence about opening a new business. They may have had plans and then this hit. How do you kind of erase those fears and encourage new businesses to open up moving forward?
For us, I think it's going to be a lot about growing our own, encouraging our own, making sure that the businesses that are currently in place in the Shoals area succeed during this time, and that they overcome this, what we're calling a short-term crisis, in order to see long-term success. We realize that if those businesses do well, and if our larger businesses, our larger manufacturing businesses, et cetera, do well and get back to work quickly, that it's going to boost the morale, and it's going to boost the belief in the local economy. And, we have been able to weather storms before better, frankly, than other areas of the country. And we feel that this is going to be another one of those times that we're going to bounce back quickly. And hopefully, this will just be a blip on the radar, and they'll realize that small businesses in the Shoals really do receive so much support from the local citizens. We're going to continue to encourage people to shop local and remind them how important it is to support local businesses in a time, especially a time like this. And so we hope that we will have some businesses, and we do. We already have seen businesses who have actually done really well during this time by shifting their focus to an online platform. And so highlighting some of those successes as well, I think, will be a catalyst for creating new opportunities and seeing new businesses come to the Shoals area, where they really will receive so much support from the local citizens.
All right. Caitlin Holland, President of Shoals Chamber of Commerce, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Sharing your hope and optimism for sure. It's 6:20 right now.